Welcome back to another episode of Getting It Off Your Chest. I'm your host, Abdul the Barber, and who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
It's your boy, Romel, Apollonics on Instagram. Nice to see y'all again.
Where you from, man?
Detroit, West Side.
Detroit, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. How'd you get here to Japan?
I came here on an academic scholarship many years ago, and made it home, I guess, after that.
What you got to get off your chest today?
Well, first of all, it's January, right? It's almost Martin Luther King Day. So I think Martin Luther King once said, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. And right now, you know, the political climate abroad is pretty crazy. There's a lot of horrific events going on right now, like in Gaza, with like an ethnic cleansing of folks. So first of all, free Palestine, let me get that off my chest. And don't let it be confused with anti-Semitism, you know what I'm saying? But I think that it's kind of crazy what's going on over there. And it's a perpetuation of what's been going on around the world for a long time. And the Zionist movement has been crazy, man. It's been crazy to watch on TV. And a lot of people don't really have a lot to say about it, it seems, or don't care. So that's a part of it. But on a lighter note, since we're in a barbershop and we're talking that talk, I feel like, you know, right now, I guess it's a good time to be like a basketball fan. You know, it just ended, the in-season tournament just ended and all that stuff. And, you know, you saw your boy LeBron won it. Well, the Lakers won it. And I heard a lot of people up here talking smack about, you know, MJ versus LeBron and all that nonsense. But what I really want to get off my chest is, man, I want people to put me Bryden Jordan. Stop it. Like, just stop it. And I'm not saying that like Buddy wasn't talented or anything like that, but a lot of people don't really be talking about the fact that he quit basketball 3 times, punched his teammates in the face, was a gambling addict who never spoke out for any black issues off the court, left his wife, never taught his sons to hoop. And then in basketball, it's a quantifiable science. You know, it's a sport, and your accomplishments in sports can be measured. When we talk about the greatness of a player, it's not saying that this person's better than that person. Just like I think that Barry Sanders was the best running back, right? But that doesn't mean he had a better career than Emmitt Smith. You know what I mean? Like, I think he was a more talented runner, and if he would have played on that team, and if he would have played as many years, I think he would have had a better career. But that ain't the case. Then you got to look at what Jordan did, and I think by every quantifiable measure, he falls short of other athletes. Whether we're talking about championships with Bill Russell, whether we're talking about points with LeBron, seasons played, there's really no superlatives that really describe Michael Jordan, aside from being like the most popular athlete at a time when the league was growing. And I think a lot of people make the emotional decision to anoint him as the greatest, but I don't think it's necessarily merited, in my opinion. Even if he can be your favorite, I think that's cool. When we talk about greatness, you gotta look at what you did between the lines. I think he falls short. Yeah, and then of course, when you talk about off the court, like you talk about a guy like Muhammad Ali, you know, it's not about necessarily what he did in the boxing ring that makes him the greatest. It was that he was willing to stand on what he was willing to stand on at the time that he was willing to stand on. But he was willing to sacrifice everything to make his message. And I think that makes him the greatest. That's why I say he's over Floyd even, right? Most people would agree with that. But it's not just about what he did in the ring, but it's also what he did outside the ring. And what Mike has done outside the ring is next to nothing, in my opinion. I mean, he's been a great businessman and all that, but I think to the detriment of his own people. So, yeah, I don't respect that.
Well, you're here first, man. It's been another episode of Getting It Off Your Chest. I'm Abdul the Barber, and always, one cuss forever.
Right, Lauren.